Hey guys, welcome to another PlayStation Allstars Battle Royale Alive blog. Now I'm going to be doing these like kind of monthly now, because like I have a lot of other projects I'm starting to get work on. So it might become a little hectic here and now. I mean, there, here, blah 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 blah, whatever. I realized I looked around the roster and I found a few things that are kind of interesting. We have characters that represent action games, other fighting games, rhythm-based games, strategy games, platformers, but we don't have a character that represents horror. Now you're probably thinking, Isaac Large from Dead Space, that's kind of a horror game. Now probably yeah, but I consider that more of a third-person shooter than a horror game. But you can count him as a horror character if you want. I mean, personally I don't. And I feel as if we need at least one to represent horror. So I've thought of 5 characters, from least possible to the most possible, to be playable in PlayStation Allstars Battle Royale, or maybe the sequel that I just told you guys about. And this is about my own biased opinion and some facts, so if there's some things you don't agree with, put your own character ideas down below. And the only reason I did horror characters is because it's the month of True Fear, and I told you guys the month of True Fear is going to be nothing but Halloween or horror-based videos, so I figured this is going to be a good idea. Now let's go over to number 5, because this one's kind of controversial.
Number 5, the Slenderman.
Number 5 is the Slenderman, and yes, I say number 5 being the Slenderman mainly because he's not really a video game character as he is an urban legend. And yes, he did appear in a few video games, but that doesn't make him a video game character. And I'd be putting myself in denial saying he is a video game character just because I think Slenderman's awesome. I don't want to be like those Dragon Ball fanboys who think Goku can be in Super Smash Bros. Just because he has appeared in a few video games. But to tell you the truth, he's more of a video game character than any Dragon Ball character is. Because in the media, he first appeared in a forum, something off forums. But in the mainstream media, he first appeared in the video game industry as an enemy that would try to kill you if you look at him for too long. Now you're probably thinking,
oh, you're just pulling shit out of your ass because you want him playable in the game. He can't be playable.
Now I'm not saying he can. I'm saying I couldn't really think of many other horror characters. Slenderman was kind of a last-minute choice.
Number 4, Chris Walker.
Chris Walker from Outlast. Now, like Slenderman, he does appear in an indie game. It's from Team Barrel. And Outlast, you know, it looked like a professional game. You know, it kind of was. Like, they got, like, other video game designers from other video game companies that left the company or got fired or something like that. They all band together to create Outlast. And I've heard it's a pretty awesome game. I never got to play it myself because my computer can't handle PC games and, well, it is going to be on PS4. They announced that, you know, while they were announcing indie games, one of the games that was going to be on there was Outlast. It's going to be on PS4, along with Don't Starve, and Octodad, and a few other games. Man, you never played as Chris Walker, but you didn't play as Big Daddy in the games, or Radek. I mean, in their games, not that I know of anyway. It's because the main characters that you played as weren't really as memorable as these characters. And they didn't really have a bigger chance of fighting like these characters as well. Like the main character you played as in Outlast, all he did was wave around a camera like an idiot and just run for his damn life. He couldn't do anything. I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That was the idea of Outlast, because most console horror games, I say console because PC is kind of like how Outlast is. Outlast is supposed to be how console horror games are not. Like, in console horror games, you actually have like some kind of weaponry or something like that. In Outlast, you have to run and hide. They said it was kind of unique, but you kind of see that in every PC indie game horror. You know, every generic Slender ripoff. Yeah, I went there. Sue me! There's one more thing, though. Chris Walker died. But that doesn't mean he can't be him. They brought back Cole McGrath, Radek, and Naruku from the dead, and a few other characters I might be forgetting. So that doesn't mean that he can't be playable just because he's dead. They could easily bring him back to life. Now, he's a third-party character, yeah, but still, they could bring him back to life. Blech. Oh, pardon me. God, a freaking pig, little piggy.
Number 3. Alice Liddell.
Alice from Alice Madness Returns. Now, this was originally going to be number 1, but more realistically, she's more of a number 3, because her first game was on PC. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, but she appears on PlayStation, doesn't that mean anything? Well, why do you think Snake wasn't in PlayStation Allstars? It's because he first appeared on the NES. I believe the third-party characters were set up like this. If they first appeared on a PlayStation system, then they're alright to be in. But if they first appeared on any other system, then they can't be in. And I guess that's why we didn't get Mega Man, Sonic, or Pac-Man, or Snake, because they all appeared on other systems first. And these characters we got first appeared on PlayStation systems. I mean, like, instead of Pac-Man, we got Hayachi. Instead of Mega Man, we got Dante. Well, Ninja Theories look on Dante. And instead of Snake, we got Raiden. And like, I've seen a lot of characters that first appear on Nintendo systems or other systems wanted to be in, but you just can't really do it because I believe those are the rules. I mean, maybe Mega Man Volnut from Mega Man Legends, because he first appeared on PlayStation 1, but yeah, not really, you know. And Alice first appeared on PC in her first game. And then later on, her sequel appeared on other systems, including PC, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360. And you can even download the original Alice on those games as well. Now, I have Alice Madness Returns, and I think I could do a Let's Play after I'm done with Infamous 2. Maybe, I don't know. I actually know about these characters, and I actually know about her character, unlike the other two characters who I'm going to talk about later on. She could use, like, the Pepper Grinder, Vorpal Blade. Her level 1 could be the teapot. Her level 2 could be, you know, from the original Alice, where she got horns, her skin got all red, and she got long nails, where she was invincible. Her level 3 most likely be Hysteria mode. And every time she defeats a character, a rose falls out, and when she grabs a rose, it gives her more points left over. Or maybe even an entire new level, like level 1, but that's the most you get. And when level 3 is done, you have those points left over because of the roses. Now, I don't know, that might give her an unfair advantage, because none of the other characters can do that. Maybe you know, they could add more to it. So.
Number 2. Pyramid Head.
Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. Now, I've seen this character requested a lot, and I only played one Silent Hill game. I rented it, and I never even encountered Pyramid Head, so I don't know anything about this character. Anything at all. I'm saying he got requested a lot. He'd be a great character to represent horror. He has a big blade weapon. I guess he could use that. I don't know. I didn't really think this one through. Number 1.
Number 1. Chris Redfeild.
I've seen a lot of characters requested, but I've never seen this character requested a lot. Chris Redfeild from Resident Evil, or some kind of Resident Evil character. His video game franchise is more of a PlayStation exclusive, except for the spin-off games, which are mainly put on Nintendo systems, like Revelations for the 3DS. Was it Revelations, or was that something else? I have the game. No, let me take a look. No, it was the Mercenaries! It gave us like a demo of Revelations, though, right? I think so. I haven't played it in a while. Now, you're probably thinking, many people would probably do like a whole Mega Man to it, but they'd probably label him as a clone, even though they're different from other characters. You know, when they're all like, oh, Mega Man will be a clone at Sandwich just because he has an arm. Nah, no, I don't know anything about, you know, the video game industry. I don't know how to make a unique moveset. Or, you know, how Bomberman would be somehow a clone of Snake. I don't know why people are thinking that. And now people will probably say, he'd be a clone of Nathan Drake or Radic just because he uses a gun, you know. And probably come up with a lot of stuff, you know, they gotta make it unique, and you know, he'd be a great character to add into the game, mainly because he does represent horror, he has a large range of weapons. Same thing though, I don't own that many Resident Evil games. I only have one, and I rented another one at one point. So I don't know a lot about the franchise. I think the only thing that'd be very similar to another character would be his level 3, would be kind of like Nathan Drake, so all the characters got turned into mummies, but instead they would get turned into zombies. But you don't get to control them, they'll be all running after Chris, and you get to shoot them. Like, instead of like an actual zombie, every character gets turned into their own zombie form, like Zombie Parappa, Zombie Kratos. Now that will be freaking awesome. I had a similar idea to Joel's level 3 from The Last of Us, He's not really a horror game, it's a strategy game as well, action. Yeah. I think Joel would be great too. So I guess you could add him as a number 6. There's no zombies for him. I don't know. So those are the 5 characters I feel as if would be great for the PlayStation Allstars sequel or whatever as a horror character. First now, what do you think? What characters do you think would fit? Put your ideas down below, in the comments, as a horror character or some other character you'd like to see. Bye-bye. We all see Fish in the Ceiling. I forgot my intro. So, yeah, that was the intro. And keep PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale Live. I can't talk. I'm apparently a moron when it comes to talking. Peace!